Why are you gay? Hi y'all, welcome back. Boston, why can't I ever film a video in peace? Girl, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm gonna be letting you guys all up in my business. So I had y'all ask me questions on my Instagram and on my YouTube community page and on my last video about things that you're curious about, and I am going to be very honest with these answers. I mean, I'm always honest, but y'all are real nosy, and some of these questions are things that I haven't talked about before. So let's get into it. First things first, look what I got. So today's sponsor is Casetify. Casetify is known for their global collaborations, and they're like the most popular tech accessory brand. I got their clear cases. Clear cases are their most requested cases ever. All right, so I got 3 from them. The one that's on my phone now, it has my name on it. I couldn't wait to get this one on. It's custom. The second one is this one. It just gives me like astrology vibes, you know? And then the last one I got was this one because it reminds me of the Louvre when I was just in Paris, and I miss Paris so much, so I chose this one too. I'm actually gonna switch my phone to that one right now. Clear cases are good for people who want low profile cases but still wanna look fierce. Boom. What I really like about Casetify cases is that it doesn't get in the way of me charging my phone. So the case that I had before I got these cases, when I got in the car, I would have to take my case off to charge my phone. I don't have to do that with these. It is accessible for all chargers. It is military grade. So if I drop my phone from at least 6 feet in the air, it still will not shatter, which I should have got this a long time ago because the case that I had before I got these cases, I dropped it and my entire corner of my phone shattered. So my last case was trash. Use my link at casetify.com to get 15% off your first order. And thank you to Casetify for sponsoring this video. All right, so one of my questions is, what was it like to meet Amy's family? Were you nervous? Did they welcome you with open arms? So this question is really not hard to answer at all because, to be honest, Amy does not. So Amy's mother passed away, I think, when she was like 16 or 17. She does not have a relationship with her father or his side of the family. She does have a sister who she loves very dearly, and I have met her sister, and from what I know, her sister did welcome me with open arms. Her sister is the sweetest. And her godmom, she's very close to her godmom, and her godmom did unfortunately pass away last year, and I never got to meet her in person, but I have spoken on the phone with her a few times, and she also was the sweetest lady. So my partner just doesn't have like this huge family where I have to go and be embraced by an entire family. I had 2 people that I really needed to be embraced by, her sister and her godmother, and I think, or I hope that both of them have embraced me, and of course her godmother, I hope she did embrace me when she was here on this earth. Somebody said, did you ever get your body done? Honestly asking because I'm trying to do the same thing, and if you did, that looks good. I feel like I have addressed this several times. I've gotten 2 breast reductions. I had liposuction, and I had my hip dips filled in. I thought I talked about this. I know I've talked about this. I've made 2 whole videos on my breast reductions, and then I did a video on like plastic surgery regrets. So maybe she was new to the channel. Maybe. Somebody said, did you ever make up with Eazy-E's daughter from Growing Up Hip Hop? I have not seen her, nor have I heard from her. And I haven't reached out to her since we stopped filming Growing Up Hip Hop Atlanta. I don't know how long ago we stopped filming Growing Up Hip Hop Atlanta. So I mean, no, but there's nothing to make up because I don't care. Like, I don't think she cares either. Like, I don't think either one of us really care about that situation anymore. What business are you going to start? And is it going to do with makeup? Okay, I actually feel like this is a really good question because at this point in my life, I do not desire to start a business. When I did the clothing line that I had, I did 2 drops for it, and then after the second one sold out, I just never did it again. There was no reason to it. The clothing line was doing really well. I just didn't like running my own business. And you have to have a mindset to want to run a business in order to continue to thrive and be successful in a business. And I personally, at this point in my life, don't have that mindset. And I'm not saying that I never will, and I'll never start a business, and I'll never have like something, you know, that's my baby, that is mine. But right now in my life, I'm really not interested in that. I'm not. I have fun doing YouTube. I have fun now doing TikTok. Please follow me on TikTok. And I love to travel. And I have no space in my life right now to add on the extra stress of owning a business, nor do I want to. Like, I just do not have the desire to own my own business right now. And I know that a lot of people may think that that's stupid. Like, oh, don't you want to work for yourself? And no, I don't. Not right now. That's too stressful. The same way where people, when they hear about how much I pay in rent, oh, that's stupid when you can have a house. Okay, but I don't want a house. I don't want the responsibility of a house right now. Maybe one day I will, but right now I want to call the maintenance man to fix this shit, and he comes up here to fix it the same day. That's where I'm at in my life right now, and it's okay for people to be in different places in their life. I just went on a mini rant and I really didn't mean to. Next question. Somebody said, I just want to know how much it is for Lipo 360 at your job. Y'all, it's $10,000 and up. And up. Heavy on the and up because it depends on your BMI. How do you deal with feeling a failure or feeling behind, if you've ever felt this way in life? Oh my gosh, I feel that way now, to be very honest with you. And the reason that I feel that way, I always feel like, it's my fault. So I do feel like my YouTube channel should be way farther along than what it is right now. And it's not. I've been stuck at around like 80 something thousand for a few months now, and I do feel like I should have more than 100,000. But that is not anyone's fault but my own, because I do go through long periods of time where I don't post, and that's on me. I can't expect for followers just to be given to me. I'm not gonna grow if I don't put out content to grow. So yeah, that's one of the things where I feel like I'm behind, would be my YouTube channel. My TikTok I just started, so I don't feel behind. But another thing that kind of bums me out is I was on a TV show for a few years, and I didn't do my YouTube when I was on TV. And if I did, then I might be further along than I am now. I didn't take advantage of the TV show when I was on it because I just so bad wanted to be out of it. So it was like I was doing the bare minimum to show up to the TV show and get paid, but not using the TV show to my advantage of like expanding my brand and expanding, putting my face out there. I just would film, go home, and that's it. So I had an advantage to do something different that nobody else can really do on their channel. I could have showed you guys like how I get ready for my green screens on the TV show, or like how I prepare my house, or you can see like the behind the scenes when the crew is setting up in my apartment. So like if you did watch the TV show, you can see what it looks like behind the scenes. Like those are all things that I truly like. That's the only regret that I have with growing up hip hop Atlanta, is that I didn't use it to my advantage. So I really hope that answers your question. No, it doesn't. It says, how do I deal with it? I just deal with it. Like, damn, I feel like I didn't answer that question. I feel like I told you how I feel, but I didn't answer the question. There's really not an answer to that question. I don't know. How does it feel to be wealthy and famous? And do you host meet and greets with your followers and subscribers? Okay, one, I am not wealthy. I would like people to know that. I am well off, but I am not wealthy. If you are taking into account what my parents have, I at my big age don't consider my parents' money to be a reflection of me being rich or me being wealthy. What I make on my own without the help of my parents, yes, I am well off, but I am not wealthy. I am also not famous. Famous is Beyonce. I am known because I was on a reality show, but I am not famous. And to be honest with you, how do I deal with it? I mean, I deal with it. I have moments where it's just like, it feels kind of awkward. Because sometimes I don't know what to say back to people. I hope when people meet me in person, you think I'm sweet, because I know that sometimes I get a little awkward. I'm like, hey, it's nice to meet you. But like in my head, sometimes I'm just like, damn, I look a fucking mess. I hope this person don't ask me to take a picture. Like, it's just, it's awkward depending on where I'm at. If I'm going to an event and people recognize me, of course, like I'm at an event, I would think that someone would recognize me here. But like when I'm just like, at work, I have a lot of patients that recognize me. When I am at the grocery store, people will recognize me. And I mean, honestly, it's just become a part of my everyday life. If I see somebody like double take and look at me, I start walking faster before they get to say something. One of y'all asked, how is your vaginal health? Exceptional. Okay, no, this is a real ass question. I'm going to give you a real ass answer. So at this point in my life, now that I have figured out what works for me and what does not work for me, I do have exceptional vaginal health, but that was not always the case. I used to get either a yeast infection or a UTI every single time I had my period. So they would give me, my gynecologist would give me an antibiotic and it would fix the problem, and then I would have my period again and the whole cycle would start over and over and over. So at this point, I basically had unlimited refills on antibiotics. And every single month after my period, I would have to take antibiotics to keep everything at bay. At some point, your body is going to start building up resistance to an antibiotic. And you should not be taking antibiotics every month. You need to figure out why the hell you keep getting these issues and then fix it. So I figured out, so some of the things that I do is, one, I take a probiotic every single day, like a probiotic pill. Another thing that I do is I do not wear tampons around the house and when I'm sleeping, because I usually wear tampons 24/7, and I feel like that was contributing to it because I would sleep in tampons. So I stopped doing that. I read somewhere that sugar is like a big thing, but I don't eat a lot of sugar. I actually really don't like sweet stuff like that. So I actually don't eat a lot of sugar, but limiting the amount of time that I wear tampons and taking a probiotic every day has actually, probably a year and a half, I have not had any type of like episode after my period. So I figured out a way to fix it without antibiotics, just in case you care. Well, you do care because you asked the question. Why are you gay? Because I'm gay. Like, how would I answer that question? I'm not going to. I'm just gay. You said you would move to London. Do you have any areas in mind? You definitely give Southwest London vibes. Okay, I actually really was serious about moving to London. My job has expanded into London, and my position, I thought that they needed like me in London, but they ended up hiring like locally. But I 100% was going to move to London. I 100% would have, if they would have said, we can give you the job in London, but you have to leave next week, I 100% would have done it. Amy and I talked about it. She would have came too. Like I was on board with moving to London for sure. The cards just didn't align for it to happen. Which YouTubers do you watch? Which YouTubers do you hate? I don't hate any YouTubers. I don't know any YouTubers. I know that y'all think that YouTube is just a big ass community and all YouTubers are friends. I actually have never met any YouTuber in real life. I don't think. I'm sitting here trying to think. I don't think I have. If you go to if you were to log into my YouTube and go to like my page of what's recommended for me, you'll probably be surprised as to what I watch. Now, every once in a while, I will watch a YouTuber's vlogs or like beauty videos and stuff like that. But that is actually not what I sit around and watch all day on YouTube. On YouTube, I actually watch, like, I don't know what my obsession is with watching videos that talk about people that have died while diving. Like, in, what's it called? Is it snorkeling? No, not snorkeling. What's it called? Like underwater, like divers. Like when they're underwater, exploring like underwater caves. I have no idea why I have that obsession, but I watch videos like that all day long where there's like divers that get lost under the water or stuff like that. I watch Mr. Ballin, all of his videos. There's somebody else that's like true crime. His name is Mike. I watch all of his videos. So a lot of like true crime. Oh, I like this, it's called the Flight Channel, when they're talking about like planes that crashed and like, you know, what caused it, like the audio, the last moments of, like my request page is very morbid. You would log into it and you would think that you would see just a bunch of like lifestyle and vlogs, and no, I watch murder and death on YouTube all fucking day. I do, when I watch vlogs, I watch, who do I like? I like Arnell. I watch Arnell's vlogs. I watch Jackie Ina, Kendall, Brian Tyler. Oh my gosh, this white girl, Michaela, I fucking love her channel. Michaela, do y'all know her? She's like a ray of sunshine. I don't even know how to explain it. She's so fucking nice. And I just feel happy when I watch her channel. So I like Michaela, Carly Bible, Kelly Stamps. So this girl too, Riz TV, I used to watch her channel all the time. I think her channel got deleted and then she had to start over with a new channel. So she doesn't post like that anymore. But I used to watch her channel all the time. The thing is, watching YouTubers is kind of crazy, because I feel like, myself included, like I'm not like excluding myself, all YouTubers that vlog, we really all do and talk about the same thing probably, or similar to each other. We're going to the grocery store, we're showing you our pets, our significant others, our life, us getting our hair and nails done, when we go on trips. Like, we really all do the same thing. The reason why you guys watch us is because you like a certain YouTuber's personality. It's not necessarily what they're doing. It's like the way that they talk, the way they're engaging with their audience, the way that they act. You choose which YouTubers you subscribe to because you like their personality. So we really all do and say the same shit, which is how I feel when I watch YouTubers. I'm watching the ones that I do watch, I'm watching everybody do the exact same thing, but I'm watching you specifically because I like your personality. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a personal thing. I need to feel connected to you as a YouTuber. Why did you decide to get a job instead of picking up a new hobby when you were feeling depressed doing YouTube? I don't like working, so I might have joined hiking group, cooking class, or painting class. You know, something like that if I wanted to be around people. Do you just like working? I think that you kind of answered your own question when you asked the question. You said, I don't like working, so I would have done this. That's something that you would have done. I decided that working for a while was beneficial to me. Things like that, cooking classes, painting classes, there's no obligation for me to do that, if that makes sense. I can sign up for a cooking class, go once or twice a week, and then just stop doing it the following week. Same thing with like painting and other things. With a job, this is an obligation. So I am obligated to go to this job every day and interact with people. I know myself, and if I just sign up for a cooking class, that's not going to be long term for me. It's probably going to be something I do a couple of times. I'm going to stop doing it, and then I'm going to end up being in that same cycle all over again. Now, hopefully in the near future, I don't have to work anymore, and I can figure out healthy ways to keep my mind stimulated so I don't continue to get depressed just doing YouTube by itself. But for right now, this is what is working for me in my mental health. Do you want to get married? What's your take on legit, happy, and healthy marriages? I do want to get married. I'm just not sure I want a wedding. I am okay with just going to the courthouse. Sometimes I want a small wedding. I'm just on the fence about it. I'm not in a rush to get married right now. If Amy, it's not a rush on me. Like, I'm not pressuring her. If Amy asked me to marry her tomorrow, I absolutely would. If she asked me to marry her in 2 years, I absolutely would. I'm not rushing any of this to happen. And I'm still on the fence about what I want to do when I do get engaged. Do I want a wedding? Do I just want to go to the courthouse and just have like a reception? Like, what is it that I want to do? And then my favorite question, which is where I'm going to end this video at. Somebody asked me how Blossom is doing. Come on. Hi. Blossom is doing good. Blossom is healthy. She's a healthy girl, right? Look. Yeah. Tell them you're healthy. You're happy. You're healthy. Okay. Now she's gagging like she's about to throw up. Don't embarrass me like that. Why would you? Okay. Why would you embarrass me like this? After I just told him you were healthy, you gonna get the hiccups? Wow. Okay, all right, get your ass now. Thank you guys for tuning into this video. Thank you to Casetify for sponsoring this video. And I will see you in my next one. Bye! Yeah.